This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Multiple key races were called over the weekend in Oregon and Southwest Washington, namely the tight race in Washington's 3rd District. But one candidate has yet to concede. We have those details coming up.
Also this morning, a hit and run left this man with a broken neck and multiple other fractures. It happened last month, but police still have not found the person responsible. We'll let you know how the victim's friends are helping him with his recovery. Plus,
to put on beautiful lipstick, some fun earrings, you can escape that reality of Parkinson's and you can be yourself.
Creating clothes that are accessible, how one local nonprofit is helping people with movement disorders like Parkinson's through fashion.
Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a great weekend. Happy Monday. Thank you for getting up early with us. It's another chilly start, Rod.
Yes, it is. We're trying to get a handle on that, but so far our temps have fallen short. Let's get to the temperature map outside. We do have east winds that are starting to blow, and you can tell that by the temperature map. 32, fairly calm in Hillsboro. Here's the east wind keeping the ground temperature up. 40 in Gresham, 42 in Troutdale, 38 degrees in Sandy. 35 in Salem. We still have fog down around Corvallis where the fog never cleared out yesterday. It should clear out today. So the forecast, a dry one with sunshine coming. If you have some patchy freezing fog where you are, that will clear during the morning as east winds pick up and will become breezy. 43 at noon, 50 the high, 46 at 5 p.m. And that is your forecast.
All right, Rod, let's get into our top story this half hour. Over the weekend, a number of local races were called, but others remain undecided as votes are still being counted.
And that includes Oregon's 5th and 6th districts, as well as Washington's 3rd. Let's bring in Devin Haskins for a look overall at where those races stand. Devin, Oregon will now have its first Latina congresswoman.
Yeah, Brenda, that's right. Republican Lori Chavez DeRemer is the projected winner in Oregon's 5th congressional district race. Now, the win flips the district from blue to red. She takes the seat currently held by Democrat Kurt Schrader. Both candidates released official statements over the weekend. First, Chavez DeRemer wrote in part, "As mayor of Happy Valley, I was proud of my bipartisan track record, and it was critical to approach every issue through a nonpartisan lens. That is exactly what I promise to do as your next congresswoman." Meanwhile, Jamie McLeod Skinner conceded the race, writing in part, "Our success as Oregonians is dependent on the success of our elected leaders, and I encourage all of us to help our elected leaders bridge our divides to address our common challenges." Meanwhile, the race for Oregon's 6th district between Democrat Andrea Salinas and Republican Mike Erickson is still too close to call. Results show Salinas with about a 4,000 vote lead. All right, so that's Oregon's congressional races. Let's look at Washington. In Washington's 3rd congressional district, multiple outlets project Democratic newcomer Marie Gluesenkamp-Perez to be the winner in that race. Her lead over Republican Joe Kent stands at just under 5,000 votes. Kent has gained some ground on Gluesenkamp-Perez since election night, although it's projected he will not have enough votes in the remaining ballots to overtake her lead. Gluesenkamp-Perez celebrated her projected victory on Saturday.
You work and you work and you work and you don't know if it's going to come to pay out. And I'm so grateful, I'm so humbled, and I'm so honored to have had the support that made this race possible.
There's still about 5,000 ballots to be counted in Clark County, as well as in a couple other smaller counties that still need to count their ballots as well. Kent has not yet conceded that race. He did post a video on Twitter over the weekend saying in part, "This race is not over." Clark County will release the latest numbers later this evening. Christine?
Okay, thank you, Devin. Oregon State Police are investigating after 3 men got into a shootout with Salem officers. It happened right across the street from North Salem High School last night, and it all started with an attempted carjacking. Blair Best has the story.
This calm residential neighborhood, a chaotic scene Saturday night. It started around 6:30 p.m. on Southeast 17th and Hines Street when 2 men tried to steal a woman's car. As police were investigating, they found a previously stolen vehicle several blocks away on Northeast 18th and Center Street. When police tried to stop that car, the driver sped off. 3 men were in the car. They eventually stopped on the corner of Northeast 14th and B Street and ran from police on foot. It was around 7 p.m. when Salem police chased after them, and that's when the suspects and police started shooting at each other. There have been no reported injuries. During the shooting, there was a school play and a cheerleading competition happening right across the street.
It's kind of frightening. Yeah.
Teresa Shelley's 14-year-old granddaughter was in the high school play.
And then my daughter and son-in-law were there watching it and just worried it's, something going on there.
She lives nearby and walks through the neighborhood every day.
Maybe I should be carrying pepper spray or something.
After the shooting, police took 2 of the suspects into custody, but couldn't find the 3rd man right away, even after using a canine to search. They also took a handgun from the scene.
That's frightening. This is basically a good neighborhood, really, but there are things that happen,
Now these spray-painted marks left by police, a stark reminder for people like Shelley that no neighborhood is immune to the rise in crime that's becoming a theme in larger cities like Salem.
Just makes me sad. Yeah.
Oregon State Police are now investigating, and the officer involved in the shooting has been placed on administrative leave. In Salem, Blair Best, KGW News.
I can't do what I was doing, and it plays a toll on you.
A Troutdale man is on a long road to recovery after he was hit by a speeding driver on I-205 last month. Joshua Hackney says he was hit from behind while driving home. His car rolled 6 times. Portland police say they saw someone run from the scene when they arrived, but so far they haven't made any arrests. They did take the suspect's car, though. Hackney now has multiple facial fractures and a broken neck among his injuries. He also says he doesn't really remember the crash happening.
I don't really have memory of what happened. I was driving on the freeway, I know that. Got on Division going northbound towards the 84 and saw headlights approaching me, hit me from behind. After that, all I remember is being outside of my car.
Hackney says he isn't sure how much his medical bills will cost, so his friends have set him up with a GoFundMe. They've raised $21,000 so far.
Dozens of runners met up this weekend to remember one of their own. 33-year-old Nicholas Wells was from Camas. He died last month after getting lost on the Pacific Crest Trail. His body was found at the bottom of an 80-foot cliff. His friends gathered Saturday at a Portland brewery to support each other and also to raise money for the search and rescue team that found Wells.
Nick was, one of our great friends and a great member of the community, and we just want to honor him.
The money raised this weekend went to Pacific Northwest Search and Rescue, the Crag Rats, and Go Beyond Racing Trail Mix Fund.
Now to your morning headlines. One man is dead after a shooting in the Hazelwood neighborhood. Portland police got reports someone had been shot at around 1:30 yesterday morning. Officers found a man near Southeast 122nd Avenue and Ash Street. He was sent to the hospital but later died. Police have not arrested anyone and aren't releasing information on any suspects. And classes are canceled at the University of Idaho today after 4 students were found dead at a home less than a mile from campus. Moscow police say they received a call about an unconscious person Sunday afternoon. When they arrived, they found the students already dead. Police aren't releasing much information at this point and have not identified a suspect, but are investigating it as a homicide. Today, the university has extra support on hand for students who need it. Portland police are looking for this man, 23-year-old Jared Bailey Huber. He's accused of arson in 2021 and was released from jail to wait out his case, but police say he didn't turn himself in when he was supposed to. Now he has a felony warrant out for his arrest. He's a white man, about 6'2", 210 pounds. Police say if you see Huber, do not approach him and call 911. And those are some of your morning headlines.
Also keeping an eye on our weather this morning is one Rodney Hill. Rod, you know where that is? up there on Mount Hood.
Oh, yes, I've seen that building. It's historic.
Yes.
It was funded
Starts
under
with
the
a
New
T.
Deal money under Roosevelt as president. I can't think of the name of the building.
The face of the building used in The Shining.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe that's it. Yeah.
Timberline Lodge,
Oh,
perhaps? Yes. Snowy up there at Timberline this morning. Or
Well,
snow on the ground. Sorry.
Yeah, clear
Rod
skies.
does not like when we mess that up. Snow on the ground this morning at Timberline.
Clear skies up top. Of course, they opened last Friday with 2 lifts, and they still have a base being reported of 26 inches up there. The big story this week is the east wind, which does tend to add a chill to the air. So it's going to be with us for a while. Each day, basically, to see sunshine. We have a dry forecast through Sunday near the gorge. These winds developing this morning, and then this afternoon we'll start to see 30 to 45 mile per hour winds. East Clark, East Multnomah County, parts of Clackamas County. Crown Point in the Vista House, probably at some point tonight through Wednesday, will consistently pop 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and these winds could go up to 70 or 80 miles per hour. So if you like to go up to the Vista House and get blown around in the wind, you got a couple days to do it, tomorrow and Wednesday. Now the east winds and the movement of the air will bring the sunshine. No weather systems coming until Thursday, and that Thursday front looks like it's going to have a dry passage. That's air coming straight down out of Canada. 33 is the temperature out at the airport right now. Here are the winds. They're just starting to pick up. 13 in Troutdale, 9 in Happy Valley. These are sustained wind speeds at this time. Again, that wind machine will keep going, and we'll see noticeable east winds eventually today all the way out to the coast. 39 Astoria. These are current numbers. 35 Salem. It's in the teens out east. 18 degrees in John Day. So the big story, sunshine, east winds. Again, in the gorge, Crown Point eventually up to 60 today, mile per hour winds. Chilly temps, highs in Hood River only about 43. Now, when you get into the valley, most of us should get up to at least 50 degrees today or close to it. This shows Salem at 53. The winds away from the gorge not bad, but noticeably breezy at times, 10 to 25 miles per hour. I have similar conditions up through southwest Washington. And if you live in a spot where you get the east wind, that means your ground temperature will probably stay above freezing the next several nights. In fact, Troutdale could be 40 at this time tomorrow morning with the east wind really blowing. Here's that dry 70. I do have a slight shower chance. I'm watching Sunday, but it looks like rain returns a week from today, which is Monday of Thanksgiving week. And then it looks like it's going to be pretty wet that entire holiday week. Don't throw that at me. No, stop that profanity.
No profanity on a Monday, Rod. We can't take that, especially when we're talking about this, for goodness sakes. We're talking about the toy drive, Rod.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, the toy drive starts, it started last week, I should say. But our week of giving is this week. So this week we're going to showcase the beneficiaries of the toy drive, if you will, local families who benefit every year from the toy drive. We have a story on that next on Sunrise.